Okay, it's tier list update time. Finally. Thank you guys again for your patience. Let's do this. So, firstly, should I make my... Hold on. Maybe I should make my thing smaller. I think I did last time and it undid it. Okay, let's do that. How does that look? Make Mega Man a bit smaller. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe push him over a bit. Push him over a bit. Okay, we're good. Tier list time. So, before we add the new stuff, I'm just gonna look over some stuff, and there's a couple changes I want to make. Firstly, win, lose, or draw, I think I over-exaggerated because I was on the world record high at the time. That we're definitely moving down. It's not that fun. We'll put it there. I think that's good. Also, Mega Man 1 Zipless Legacy should be in solid/fun, because yes, it's Legacy, but it's Zipless. So, we'll throw that... Yeah, that should be higher. Higher than win, lose, or draw? Yeah. We'll put it there. And what else do I want to see? Maybe I think I over-exaggerated the trashiness of this a bit, so we're going to move it to bad. Better than Waldo Search. Better than Othello. Neck of Rhyme. Clears all of those, honestly. We'll have it at the top of bad. Okay, here we go. New stuff. We're gonna go in the order that it's in this queue for me to search. So, Archon, The Light in the Dark. This was a game I did for PP. It's pretty much like, it's chess, but it's not really chess. It's like, you play as like, I don't even remember. You can play as like a dragon or a wizard or a couple other things. And basically when you get, you want to capture all 4 points, specified points on the board. And when you send your little dude to a place that's occupied by the other team, the opponent, you have to do like a little duel. And it's pretty much in the duel, you just have to get lucky, hope you don't get hit, and knock out your opponent as fast as you can. And I did not enjoy this very much, but eventually I got a lucky enough run. I was like, okay, I'm done. We're not playing this anymore. I think I'll put it at the top of boring. I really didn't enjoy it at all. But it wasn't quite bad. It was decent. I think you could have fun with it if you weren't doing it for PP. Or if you actually wanted to speedrun it, not because it was free points. So yeah, we'll put it top of boring. A dragon, a wizard, a drizzard. Can you imagine? A giant dragon with a large Gandalf beard that just speaks out spells. Okay, and speaking of chess, we have battle chess, which is also... This is actually chess, but once you're... You get to watch your pieces walk in funny ways, in accurate ways towards the tile you specified. And then when you get to the king, you duel. It shows a duel where you defeat the king, basically. It's just chess, but with flair. And the speedrun is all set moves, so you just have to get good RNG and hope that you press things at the right times, pretty much. It's manipped. But the RNG can still screw up sometimes. And I mean, if it was more detailed, I could put it higher, but I think we're going to put it here in boring as well. Technically, Archon has more gameplay, so I think I'll put it below Archon, but I enjoyed it more than Archon personally. Okay, Classic Concentration. This is a game show NES game that is also something I did for PP, and I got super lucky and got 3rd place on, I think, my 2nd run, which was sick. And that boosted up quite a bit for me, because I actually had a good time with it, and I would go back to it. I don't know if I'd rank it above any of my guilty pleasures, so it probably is going to go in decent. But I enjoyed it more than most of the stuff here in decent. I put it, is Astrofrog really that high? I think we'll knock Astrofrog down a couple pegs. Put Classic Concentration there. Rainbow, I appreciate you. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'll type in chat just in case. Thank you so much for that lurker, love. You're awesome. Okay, Coloring Pixels. This is a PC game. It's on Steam. And you know me, eventually I'm going to try and turn anything into a speedrun. Turns out this actually has a board that was unmoderated, so they ended up throwing moderator over to me when I requested it, because my run would have gone unverified otherwise. This was a killer on the arms, man. It's a 30-something minute run that I did. I did 2 runs, and man, it just... my arms are so tired by the end of it, because it's just like 30 minutes straight of just like spamming scribble colors as soon as possible, as quick as possible, basically. But I mean, it was objectively a detailed run because you're constantly concentrating. So I think I'm gonna put it in kind of fun, actually. More than alphabet percent? I think we'll put it there. We'll put it bottom of kind of fun. Okay, Crime Busters. This is an unlicensed Zapper game that I saw Zarkonis playing, and I was like, well, I have to check that out. It's a Brazilian game, by the way. It was developed and only, I think, really did well in Brazil. Like I said, it's unlicensed, didn't count for PP, and other audiences didn't really see it, but it's a cool game, actually. I liked it quite a bit. I briefly had record on it, actually. I beat Zarkonis, and then he came and beat my time back, and I wasn't able to bop him back again. But for about 3 or 4 hours, I had record on this game. I think we're actually going to put it here. I really enjoyed it. There was 4 levels, I think? Maybe 3? No, 3 levels. Yeah. Yeah, really cool game. Cross Country Canada. This is pretty much American Truck Simulator, but in Canada and from Temu. This was a game that was a staple of our Canadian school computer labs in the 2000s. And I recently thought about it again. This is actually the newest entry on this list as far as like recency that I ran it. I ran this just yesterday for Canada Day. I randomly thought about it again recently. I was like, oh, I remember that game. That'd be cool to speedrun. Sure enough, a board exists, so I did it yesterday for Canada Day. And I got a pretty good time. I got 3rd place, which was cool. I think we're going to put it in solid/fun, actually, because I enjoyed this. Somewhere here. In the bottom area here. I might actually move Firehouse Rescue MS-DOS down a tad. We'll move that to the bottom of the tier. Cross Country Canada... we'll do... It's very RNG dependent. You have to reload the entire game if it gives you a bad route, which it does most of the time. And you'll put it there. Okay, Dudes with Attitude. I wanted to hate this game. For those of you who were either in my Discord or heard me talk about it at any point, this is an unlicensed game, so again, no PP, but Aaron was asking people to run this last week. Because he had an experiment he wanted to do. I think it was related to the Speed Stats site. He wanted to see how much the scores would increase on that site if a whole bunch of people ran this game, and so he incentivized it. He was like, hey, everyone come join this game, and I'll like verify all your individual levels and stuff too. He did a lot for that project, actually. And I wanted to hate it because it's so infuriating, but I actually really like it. It's really addictive. It's basically, you play as like, it almost looks like an emoji. You play as like a little face, and you have to collect all the jewels on screen. There's a whole bunch of different levels, and the category 25% is essentially to do 25% of the game, which is 8 levels. Any 8 levels you want. And yeah, the basis is just there's jewels in the levels, and you have to go around collecting all the jewels. You can only move in set directions, so you have to time your movements. And you have to collect these little like pockets that look like pockets in order to change the color of your guy, so you can collect the different colored jewels. It sounds pretty easy, but it's actually quite a difficult game. It was infuriating in the best way possible. I would call it an underrated gem. I really, really liked it, actually. I think Guilty Pleasures is the perfect place for this. Because I really didn't want to enjoy it, but I did. I think we'll throw it at... That feels too low, though. I actually really liked it. Like, it is a guilty pleasure, but if it goes beyond guilty pleasure category as far as my ranking goes, then it's not in the category. I don't mind that placement, actually. Could do it there, though. We could do it above. I think I'll place it there. I think that feels fair. Okay, Fisher-Price Dance Fantasy. I just did this the other day. It's a game for ColecoVision, my first ColecoVision speedrun. It should have taken 30 seconds because it's such a basic game, but I ended up being on here for over 2 hours because it turned out my emulator I was using set my settings differently, and it was running on PAL settings rather than like base US settings. And so I was losing time because I was wondering why it was coming in so much slower than everyone else's times, because it's the most simple game ever, but yeah, it turned out the settings were wrong, so that was a waste of time. But the basis of the game is you control a mannequin. There's 8 different mannequins in your menu, and you have to drag your mannequin to all 8 of them and then make them dance the pose that the different mannequins are making, basically. And at the end of doing that with all 8, there's a button you have to move towards that then turns that all into a dance routine. And basically that's the whole goal of the game, is just add all 8 dance moves to your routine and watch the routine. And I think I got 3rd place on that too. Maybe 2nd. So that was cool. It's pretty boring though. I think we'll... It's not really involved. I think we'll put it here. That feels good. Okay, Ghostbusters NES. This game should have been so much better, man. I mean, it's a bad game, but as a speedrun, it's actually kind of fun. But yeah, Ghostbusters deserves so much better of a game than it got. This is the most mash-heavy game I've ever played. The basis of the game, there's a glitch on the Japanese version where you have to start the run, you go to the store, and you have to buy a couple of pieces of equipment. And there's a money glitch in the Japanese version, which is used in the speedrun, where basically if you try and buy and sell something at the same frame, by holding 2 buttons simultaneously, it just gives you infinite money, basically. So you do that, you abuse that, you go and buy 2 things, and then you go into this building that's in the middle of the map, and there are 22 floors, and you have to, every single... Like, I don't know why they didn't just have the D-pad move the guys, but they did not. Every single step that the Ghostbusters make, they're all one sprite. You have to press a button. What button did I even set that? It might have been A, I think. I think it's A. You have to press A for every single tiny little step they make, so you're just mashing up 22 flights of stairs, basically. And the items that you bought allow you to have an infinite life glitch if you open a door at a certain time after getting knocked down a few times. It's a really ridiculous run, actually, but I actually got a pretty decent time. Like, I undercredit my mash. It's a lot better than I give it credit for. And that's what I did there. But I actually ended up with a really good time, so I was happy with it. And overall, it was fun. We're gonna put it probably in kind of fun, because genuinely I enjoyed it. It's a guilty pleasure again, but it goes above guilty pleasure, because I like it better than most of this stuff. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Maybe it goes to the top of guilty pleasures. I think it does. I'm trying to... I'm like overrating it in my head because I actually got a good time, but... I don't think it's quite this level. So, we'll throw it then at the same time I'm thinking, like, it's pretty much the same type of run as coloring pixels, but it's several minutes, like it's like 8 or 9 times shorter. And there's more involved. You have a boss fight at the end too. After the 22 flights, you have to do this boss that takes 16 hits. Maybe we'll throw it here. Throw it there. Yeah, we'll throw it there. Okay, Ghoul School. Initially I was going to do this game for PP in May during my grind, but I ran out of time, so it carried into last month. And PP was the goal that I had in mind, but holy moly, for a 4-minute game, this game is a blast, man. Firstly, it was so easy to learn, but it's actually really cool. There's zips in the game. Wait, 100%, is that right? That shouldn't say 100%, that should say any percent. That's a mistake. That's what you get for rushing, I guess. But yeah, the run mostly involves damage boosting for the first little bit. It's a platformer slash, like, beat-em-up, sort of. You control this guy named Spike O'Hara. He goes through his high school. It's infested by monsters. You have to take him out or damage boost through them. And then, once you get to a certain area that's a minute and a half in, you get to do some cool zips, like warps through walls, basically, that are glitches, and then do some zips. And the zips are really satisfying to pull off, and actually very consistent. The only reason they don't go off usually is if you get subpixeled. But honestly, this is probably top 5 speedrun for me, I think. I'm gonna put it here. And I think I'm actually gonna put Kid Mickey below for Pursuit Force. Diesel will be happy about that. Yeah, Ghoul School was fantastic. I would love to go back to that again in the future and incorporate some more dangerous strats, but I got a really good time with the strats I did. And I had a blast. What a cool game. Okay, Hamster Restaurant. This is a childhood Flash game I played that I also thought of again recently, and I was like, you know what, that'd be a great speedrun. And it turned out someone actually had done a speedrun of it, but they had not made a speedrun board for it, so I did that. And using the strats this other person had come up with, I managed to get over 7 seconds faster, which is crazy. Yeah, that was really fun to revisit as well. And it's an involved game, actually. Like, there's not a lot to it, but it's a 40+ minute speedrun. So I'm gonna put it probably high up and decent. Or no, we're gonna put it higher than decent. What am I saying? I forgot where it was. I would definitely go back to it if someone bopped me. I think I'll put it... I think I'm gonna put it there. I think that's a good spot for it. It's 20 levels, and you basically just have to make... you have to get all the upgrades that you can add to your restaurant. Really cool. Okay, Hit Marmot. This is another unlicensed Zapper game I did recently. There's not a lot to it. It's basically just whack-a-mole with a zapper. You can't miss, really. Like, it's probably the most boring Zapper game that I've done to date, but it's decent still. I don't know... Maybe boring is... I mean, it wasn't really boring, but it's like... It's so, like, cut and paste. It's gonna be the same thing every time. So there's not really a challenge to it, per se. I don't want to say it's boring. Maybe we'll put it decent. Where should I put it? Maybe there. I think that's a good spot for it. No, we'll put it... We'll put it... here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, Master Shooter. Another unlicensed Zapper game I did last month. This one's interesting because you have to AFK. Basically, the quickest... There's 9 levels, and the first 5 levels... You have to just... The quickest way to get through them is just sit and do nothing, basically, so you don't get any points, and at the end of them, the, like, tally goes by quicker. So you basically idle for 11 minutes, and then play through a couple Zapper levels. And once you get to the Zapper levels, it's pretty fun, but considering most of the run is just sitting idle doing nothing, I can't exactly put it too high. We can throw it in kinda fun, though, because when it's fun, but you're doing a lot of waiting for it. I think we'll throw it... I think that's a good spot for it, actually. Okay. North and south. This is going in trash. I emptied out the trash only to throw it back in trash. This is another PP game I did. Basically, it's like a conquer game. Like, you play as... I can't even remember. You're just like two soldiers conquering. We're going to conquer different areas, basically. And it's only 2 battles you have to win for the speedrun, but oh my gosh, it's so infuriating. The controls are so janky, first of all, and there's RNG involved, and you have to manip it, and the manips don't always work. I didn't enjoy it. I very well could have injured myself or broken my headphones playing that game, because it was annoying. A total nuisance. It's not quite Home Alone, Spot, or Magic Darts level, so it's not hell, but it's trash. It was terrible. I don't think I'll go back to it. I settled for a pretty average time. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. It just wasn't going the way I wanted it to. Okay, Pictionary. Another one that was kind of honestly. Firstly, it's kind of like a mix between Anticipation and Win, Lose, or Draw. I mean, obviously they're all drawing games, but I don't mean for as terms of gameplay. I mean in terms of how the run goes. It's not a set seed like Win, Lose, or Draw, and it's not really something you have to guess like Anticipation, but basically there's different orders, sequence orders, in which the drawings it shows you will go, and if you know the first one, then there's a really well done spreadsheet that I used that basically tells you what all the words are going to be after you get the first one. And yeah, but the run itself, the drawing isn't even the big part of it. The big part is that you have to hope it rolls you high dice rolls, because you want to get to the end of the board as soon as possible. And if you get bad dice rolls, then it takes forever. I liked it in the end more than I thought, because I was able to get a good time. That's the way it is usually. Well, like, I can't put it too high. I think I'll put it here. Getting a lot of kind of funs in this update. Mills Paris has redeemed Home Alone glitchless run. I would actually prefer that. I mean, I don't want to play Home Alone of any kind, but I'd actually prefer glitchless, because at least I'm like trying to stay alive versus doing the stupid waiting. But either way, we're not doing that. I apologize, Melis. Okay, pinball. NES pinball games just suck, man. Maybe I just don't like pinball. But this, I think, is going in the bottom of my 3 pinballs, because this was so infuriating. It took me like something like 100 plus 200, I don't even know. It felt like forever. But 100,000 points is a lot you have to rack up, and the game just insists on being mean at every opportunity. It took me so long. Like, I'd been trying pinball since December, on and off, and it took me until May to finally get one single completed run, and it sucked, but I still submitted it because I just wanted to be done with this game. Is it worse than Othello? I don't know. It's definitely bad, and it's definitely the worst of the 3 pinball games I've done. They all suck, though. I really don't like pinball, man. It's not good. I'll put it here, I guess. I'd rather play pinball than Galaga, so... That's that. Okay, Plaque Attack. Bit of backstory with this one. This is an Atari game. We're not going to go too in depth. I went over this on my iceberg. But this is an Atari game, one I enjoyed as a kid, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta segue into Atari runs eventually, so what better than Plaque Attack? I don't like shmups at all, as you guys should know. You're gonna hear more about that later with Xevious. But I'd say Plaque Attack is about as close to a shmup as there is for games that I actually like. Basically, you play as Toothpaste, and you have to protect teeth from being hit by the various junk foods that fly across the screen. It's really fun. I like it a lot. But unfortunately, the moderator for this board gave me so much trouble. we're not going to go into detail because I went over it in the iceberg, but the mod was a total asshat and claimed I didn't show my whole game window when I beat his record in 24 hours. And I did show my full game window, but then he was specified, no, I need that little useless white bar that does nothing above your window, basically. And so he probably thought he discouraged me from playing again. He was like, sorry, I'm not accepting your obviously legitimate speedrun. And so I came back 8 days later with the stupid white bar he wanted, and I beat his world record again by another second. So haha, in your face. He made me super petty. It didn't have to be that way, but he rejected an objectively legitimate speedrun. But it worked for the best, because I beat my time again. So thank you, Oyen. And thankfully that didn't interfere with my enjoyment for Plaque Attack, because it's a great game. Really, just perfect example of how great the Atari was, with doing so much with so little. I really, really like Plaque Attack. It's definitely solid and fun. But how high up that list? Better than Perfect Fit, yes. Honestly, better than most of the Zapper games, I would say, even. I also think I'm gonna move Hogan's Alley Mode B down one. Maybe below Freedom Force, actually. Yeah. Currently working on a list of the best Spyro the Dragon levels to live in as a human. I love lists like that. I'd love to hear of your results when you're finished with that. It's like, forget normal lists. I love stuff like that, like the ranking of which Mega Man Robot Masters would be the best roommates. Those are the kind of lists people want to see. Learn cherries and strawberries are worse for your teeth than chocolate, right? According to Plaque Attack. That's true. Eat more chocolate. There you go. Plaque Attack's teaching kids the opposite of what they should be being taught. Okay. I'm really struggling to place this one. I think I'm gonna put it here. I think this is where Plaque Attack stays. But I mean, that's really high for an Atari game. It's a great game, though. Sorry, it's readjusting my headphones. Okay, rescue the embassy mission. This is another one. This was a big, pleasant surprise, man. I did this solely for PP. It was a quick and easy thing I could learn during May, but it turned out to be such a fun speedrun. And I actually just returned to it recently and got a couple better times. It's sort of like Doom. It's like Doom on the NES, but it's not like you're not fighting monsters or anything. You're in a house and you're saving hostages. It was called Hostages, I think, in another region. But yeah, you're basically going around taking out all the guys in a house with 3 levels. It's very Doom-like. You have to like turn yourself to see the same part or different parts of the same room. Really fun game, and I actually just saw today, I was watching, Yoka's been grinding this game down lately too, and I saw he did something I didn't even know you could do, so I've probably got another better time in me. And honestly, I think I'm putting this in really fun, because it's a blast, man. I really like Rescue the Embassy mission. Nice, quick, easy, very good PP levels, actually, and it's fun learn. Like, 15-minute tutorial, and it took me less time than that to actually learn the run. Bondor, welcome in! How's it going, man? I hope your stream went well earlier. Okay, River City Ransom, Novice. This was one of my all-time favorite NES games growing up as a kid, and still, I love River City Ransom. This game is phenomenal, and I had done I knew I was eventually going to do a full River City Ransom, like actual game run, but you guys have seen me do Sauna Percent a couple of times. That's the meme category, where you just go and grab a sauna as quick as you can. But yeah, I actually finally did the actual run, and I just recently got my goal time of sub 9. I think it was 8:46 I got. I'm really happy with that. But yeah, River City Ransom, delight to learn the run for, delight to play. Just a fantastic game. This is number 4 for me. Number 4 speedrun. Even above, I loved Ghoul School was so fun, but River City Ransom has to take the edge because the nostalgia factor just really, really boosted up for me. Glad to hear that, Bun. Okay, Sesame Street 123. Another game that I initially just played for PP, but also at the same time. You guys know me. That's Sesame Street's my niche. I played Big Bird's Hide and Speak 2 years ago, and ever since I've just descended into Sesame Street meme run territory. Other than Mega Man, it's like the thing I'm known for the most. So naturally, I was going to keep going with the NES ones, which I only have one more left to do now, which is ABC. We're going to do that hopefully soon. But I've been grinding Sesame Street 123 non-stop, actually. I'm having so much fun with this. Like, it's RNG hell at times. It can be so annoying. Ernie and Grover are both in the game, and they both insist on giving you terrible RNG through and through. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't addicted, man. I'm pushing for record, actually. I was able to take my time recently down to 3rd. And I'm gonna keep pushing it on the alt and just in free time in general until I can claim the record, because it really just relies on RNG. And I'm getting closer and closer. My SOB is crazy. And honestly, I don't know, putting it in really fun feels like a stretch. I don't know if it's second best tier because it's RNG hell, but man, I'm addicted. I think I'll put it here. High up and solid/fun. I like it way more than I should. Easily the best NES Sesame Street, and I think it's the highest rated Sesame Street game, period. Yes, it is. Yeah. The best Sesame Street speedrun that I've done is Sesame Street 123. Okay, a couple more Sesame Street things to add though. Firstly, another Flash Sesame Street, Backyard Bug Hunt. This is one I only did a couple runs of. It's 4 minutes long. You walk Elmo through a backyard, basically, and you have to click on a whole bunch of different bugs. There's really not much to it. It's good for one run, but it's not something I'd ever grind out, and I don't think anyone's ever going to try and contest it either, because who would play this? Probably my least enjoyed... it's better than Nick of Rhyme, but one of my least enjoyed Sesame Street runs so far. It's not bad, it's just there's not a lot to it. I think I'll throw it here. Yeah. Yeah, here. That's where we're putting Backyard Bug Hunt. Okay. Big Bird's Egg Catch. This is an Atari game. And it's like a 2-input game. Literally, anyone can get this. Someone actually got the record right after I did, tied up my record, but I got the record for it. I beat the previous record by 1 second, which I don't see as possible. Objectively, everyone should just be getting the same time, but I got 2:59 over the 3 flat the previous record holder had, and someone else did it right after me. But basically, the eggs fall from the top of the screen, and you just have to make sure Big Bird's hovering over the egg when it drops towards his basket. You can't miss. You just go back and forth. It's 2 inputs, GG. Just go left and right the whole run, and that's the speed run. So yeah, it's objectively gotta go in boring, because there's not much to it. But it's a free speed run, so I'll take it. Where would I put it? Probably here, I think is good. Below Stack Up, because at least Stack Up you're doing timing and stuff. It's better than Sid Meier's Pirates, because that's all menus. Better than Tiny Toons, because that's 4 inputs for record, and it's better than Waldo Practice, because memes. Okay, Oscar's Trash Collection. This is another Flash Sesame Street game, and one I actually tried to do this time last year. But I did it wrong, and I didn't contest it again until recently, and I was able to snag record for it, which I was super happy about. This one, you basically just help Oscar sort his trash onto 2 different shelves. He's like, put everything with stripes on it here, put everything with polka dots on it here, or put things that make music here and things that you eat with here, etc. It's very simple, as are most Sesame Street games. But it's decent. You have to do quick inputs, drag stuff as quick as you can. And so for that, it's certainly above here. I'll throw it here, I think, is good. I'd rather play it than Popeye, but Popeye is objectively better, so Popeye can go there. I'm gonna move Journey to Ernie Clue Hunt up a few spots, actually. One spot. No, we're gonna leave it where it is. Okay, Wrecking Crew, another one I did for PP, and one that I got completely addicted to, until I got addicted to Sesame Street 123, and then I forgot all about Wrecking Crew. But this is going in really fun. Like, I really liked this game. It's basically 4 levels, you have to wreck everything as quick as possible, and then at the end, you have to hope you get lucky, and break a door that has a coin behind it and 1 chance. That part sucks, but the rest of it, man, I was just addicted again and again, just trying to get as quick as I can, wrecking everything. I'm gonna put it... I put it here. Bottom of really fun. Oh, I should have said, with Dudes with Attitude, I never told the story, but Dudes with... or no, I did. Dudes with Attitude made me mad, and I took off my headset and hit it against my mattress, and part of it broke, and I had it duct taped now since then. So Dudes with Attitude made me rage, but unfortunately I enjoyed it. Where did I even put Dudes? It's here, okay. I'm actually gonna put that above Sauna. And this. Put it there. And Xevious, also trash. I hate shmups. I really do not like shmups, and that game just further proved that. I don't understand. Like, they're fun to watch, but they just make me angry. And that game's no exception. I punched my desk in anger during my Xevious speedruns, and it resulted in an interior bleeding that stained my thumb for like 4 weeks. And I was starting to think, like, oh no, did I do permanent damage here? But thankfully it cleared up. But it was not fun. I don't like it, and I probably will never play it again. And I think I'm actually going to put it below North and South, because, yeah, I hate it. And that's that. That is 101 speedruns ranked. Pretty solid list. I'm just going to look it over and see... Yeah, we got quite a few additions into really fun here. This is definitely taking shape, getting bigger and bigger, more expansive, and it's only going to keep growing. Okay, let me just make sure I like where everything is. Like, Ghoul School, I could almost put... See, you asked me which one I want to play casually. It's going to be River City Ransom every time, but as a speedrun, Ghoul School could almost bop it. I don't think I'm going to have it bop it, but it could almost bop it. Ghoul School was fantastic. I loved it. But yeah, this is looking good. Rescue or Wrecking? Yeah, Rescue. Rescue can be annoying at first, so... I don't know. So can Wrecking Crew at the end. I think they're pretty equal, but I'm gonna put Rescue above. Sesame? Should I put Sesame Street 123 here? I honestly might put Sesame Street 123 in really fun. I think I'm going to. Maybe we'll change that next update, but I think it belongs there. Since I like shmups, oh boy. The less shmups I have to play in my life, the better. I certainly will not play Destination Earthstar. Sorry to disappoint millions. Okay, Plaque Attack. Yeah, is Plaque Attack too high? I don't think so. I think I'll keep it there. This looks good. Move that there, yeah. No. Kind of fun. Yeah, Ghostbusters is good. Move this ahead there. Guilty Pleasures did not change at all. That's still exactly the same as it was. If there's too much shmups for me, still Milius. I mean, I'll admit I actually enjoyed the couple shmups we did for the Retro Gaming League, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna actively seek them out. Hit Marmot decent? Really? Yeah. Is it though? It was pretty boring, but it's also... it's fine. Yeah, we'll keep it there. Fish Price, Dance Fancy... Move this down a bit. I think I'm happy with this. I think this is my definitive 101 speedruns ranking. I think it's good. So we're going to call it. We're going to say that's our tier list, and I'll save it and all that after. But for now, we are going to head over to our practicing now.